Yeah, the reason I could not stand what was the movie was it War of the Worlds with Dakota Fanning and him, like they think they run 2 marathons in the span of an hour and a half, and the only way Tom Cruise can act is if he is overacting. Yeah. Like the scenes where he was playing like a normal human were completely unrealistic and unbelievable. But all of a sudden you set the sky on fire and send a 40-foot fucking like octopus alien with a laser beam on their head, and all of a sudden he's relatable and believable.
Wait, you're saying he grew out of that because he was relatable and believable in Risky Business and Rain Man?
No, he wasn't. Go back and watch these films.
Yeah, I have. I've watched Rain Man 100 times.
But he's got that. He's got this intensity about him that is unseen in the natural world.
You've never seen like Cocktail. Great movie. A+. One of the best. He's so believable in that.
Where he is an overacting bartender. An overacting bartender who knows how to save a passed out woman on a beach.
Okay, the Color of Money with Paul Newman.
He overacts that entire fucking film.
Where he plays the greatest pool player that's ever lived in. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Who like fucking tosses Paul Newman aside like hot garbage, like a hot shot dickhead, because that's what he is.
And I know you're trying to juice me up here, but just going back to Risky Business, like you remember he's playing a teenager in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he gets involved with what? Can you remind me of the plot of this film?
That would be a prostitute.
Yes. Okay. He gets into a prostitution ring. It's somehow at the age of what? Was he 16 in that movie?
18.
Oh, he was 18.
Yeah.
He was still in high school, from what I remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we all had these like delusions of grandeur and followed through with
naturally
all of these things at that age.
He had the money to buy. Was it Rebecca De Mornay?
Yeah. Yes. But then doesn't he get completely involved? Anyway, beyond Risky Business. Okay, then we get to Mission Impossible, where not only does he play a secret government agent, he plays the ultimate secret government agent. He plays the government agent that is above government agencies.
Okay, hold on. How about a Few Good Men?
Definitely. Yes, but I was going to say you totally missed Days of Thunder. Fucking, that's in that overacting his ass off in Days of Thunder.
Where he plays the greatest NASCAR driver that there's ever been. Okay.
Cole Trickle.
Well, what was your other movie, Wes?
A Few Good Men.
Oh, where he plays the greatest attorney that's ever been.
No, he does not. He's never been to court. It's the first time he's been to trial.
He's new in that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So he goes to court for his first trial and wins it in the most spectacular fashion and most dramatic fashion in courtroom history.
Well, listen, the whole thing is that his father was the greatest, jury guy.
I think the microcosm of it, the one scene in the one bit is that in Top Gun, he didn't just flip off the MiG, he flipped it off inverted.
Yeah.
I gave it the bird.
Yeah. You mean where he played the greatest fighter pilot that ever existed?
Duh. Where he was like, "Fuck you, Val Kilmer, get the fuck out of here."
Well, in Austin Powers Goldmember, he plays Austin Powers in the end of it. You know, I mean, that's not overacting.
Who is the greatest spy, international spy? Come on, dog. Stick with us.
You're saying he's got something he's not been the greatest at while he's acting?
When he Tropic Thunder, he's Les Grossman, the producer.
Yes, where he plays the most obnoxious producer there's ever been in the history of producers.
Yeah.
He even took that character so far that he then started showing up on late night television shows as the character because he went above and beyond learning the dance routine just so he could take it away from the screen and out to the public.
Yep.
Fuck you, Tom Cruise. I hope you die in space. I retract everything I said.
It was so like, yeah, man, Tom Cruise is great. Fuck that guy.
This is where Tom Cruise always gets me. Okay, not only did he get into a relationship, he's the most smitten man that's ever been in a relationship, dancing up and down on Oprah's couch. What a weird fuck this guy is. Not only did he get into the most bizarre religion that's ever been created by a science fiction writer. He's also the greatest science fiction religion follow E that there's ever been.
Yeah, like, you don't, like, if somebody says Scientology, you're like, oh, that shit Tom Cruise is into? Like, that's what people say.
Do you think those people legitimately believe that shit?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Because it costs money for that shit. It costs money to believe that shit. That's why.
Don't they make money, though? Isn't Tom Cruise is making money via believing this crap?
Yeah, but like I said, he's like level 87,000, so it doesn't count when you're that high.
Oh, so there is a legit pyramid scheme to being a Scientologist?
Well,
yes.
There are tiers. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. As an atheist, I don't know anything about most organized religions, let alone a fake organized religion.
Have strong opinions about.
I think it's fucking bullshit. That's my opinion, but I don't. I just assume, I thought it was a scam. I thought Tom Cruise was in it because he got money.
Well, that's why he's in it, and that's why he's at the level he's at. Because every time you step up, like every time they give you the next level of enlightenment, you have a cash payment that you owe to the church in order for them to enlighten you. And so, yes. So somebody like Tom Cruise can not only has the time to sit down and listen to the bullshit they're feeding him, he also has the funds, which is why so many celebrities are into it.
Yeah.
Because they can afford to rise up in the ranks. This is the best thing, and this was actually coming from a Catholic priest. He said because somebody was talking about, well, isn't Christianity like it's a religion? They feed you a bullshit story. And his quote back was, "No matter how insane and crazy you think our story is, we tell you the whole thing up front, and we give it to you for free." And I was like, oh, damn. He's like, we tell you the whole story, and we don't ask for a dime. They tell you a tenth of the story and ask for $1 million to hear the other 90%.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise is at level 87,000, you said?
Roughly, if I'm rounding up.
I believe him and Meskovich or whatever, the guy that runs it, like those two are like right at L. Ron Hubbard level. And
Meskovich is a fucking like cyborg. That guy, I don't know. I've never seen him, but I assume like he can singularly teleport, like just him. Nobody else has the technology. Tom Cruise funded it. Mission Impossible funded. Fucking, but that guy he's running the greatest scam that's ever been scammed.
And watch your back when you go to sleep tonight, because this whole convo is going to get us in trouble.
Yeah, we're fucking dead.
Perhaps.
We're going to get calls. We're definitely getting calls.
Hey, Wes, this is Tom Cruise. Listen, heard you might be interested.
It goes Scientology, Nigerian scammers. That's the hierarchy.
No, I listen. Maybe I just gave the real life Tom Cruise too much credit. Maybe I just attributed the great characters he played and the intelligent, sophisticated, know-it-all greatest of people that he played, that he would be able to decipher what he's listening as bullshit. But apparently you guys are telling me that no, he buys into this crap.
100%.
He's indeed.
Wow.
Tom Cruise will never win an Oscar.
Because of Scientology?
No, because he's not a good actor.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a terrible actor.
He's not a terrible actor. He just he knows his lane.
He was a bad actor. He has slowly become terrible. He still stays in the lane, and I still watch like that one movie where he just died a bunch of times as like part robot.
Hey, fuck you, that was a good movie.
Fucking great movie. Great movie. So like I said, I'll still watch the shit. I don't care. But he's a terrible actor.
He's been nominated a few times.
He was good younger. Now he's just crazy. Is that what it's called? No, that's the movie where like Earth freezes over.
Yeah.
With Bill.
I forget what it's called. It's got that chick that's married to John Krasinski in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good fucking movie, dude.
Yeah, it is a good movie actually.
He was nominated. Listen, okay, this might be a wrench into it. He was not. He hasn't won, but he's not been nominated 3 times. One of which was Born on the 4th of July. Overactor on that one? He's the greatest. Oh, he's the greatest veteran of all time. Is that what you're saying?
He was the greatest. Oh shit! What self-loathing veteran of all time?
God, now you're getting no. Now you're fucking bullshitting me.
No, I'm not.
No, you are the greatest. The greatest self-loathing veteran of all time.
Yeah, he felt so fucking sorry for himself. He felt more sorry for himself than any fucking person that's ever felt sorry for themselves. That was his character in that movie.
Oh god.
I can't argue with you. You just cognitive.
You can name
dissonance.
his entire catalog, and I can give you a reason.
It's totally true.
What you just said.
Know Wes was. I didn't know you were such a big Tom Cruise fan.
I'm not, but I don't agree with typecasting. No, because I got into an argument with Ryan about this a long time ago, where he said that Denzel Washington was the greatest or the most overrated actor of all time.
Yeah, well, that's pushing it.
So anyway, when I hear things like this, I rattled off a handful of things, and Murr just immediately was like, "No, the greatest this, the greatest that." And Born on the 4th of July seems to be bulletproof. And
okay, listen. He overacts, and when he's in a role that allows for that overacting, like it makes sense. The roles that he's been cast for, it makes sense for him to be over the top, overly dramatic, overly self-loathing, overly masculine, overly this, overly that. He's perfect for those roles. He cannot play normal. He cannot play. He doesn't play roles where that are humanizing.
Okay,
and so you can't relate to him on you have to relate to him on a superhero level.
Okay, so I get it. You're saying he's an overactor. All right, fair enough. Okay, so I'm going to try to find a few here that I got his IMDb, and I didn't even want to get into this shit, but you've pushed.
For me, like the picture that comes to mind, like, and Merce has described it multiple times for multiple films, but like, I'll go back to Tropic Thunder. You know when Tug Speedman is dying and he needs to cry and his hands are all blown off and shit. That's Tom Cruise. Like just fucking falling apart, acting outside of himself.
I got it here. Okay, look, I got a few. Right. Okay, because I still don't believe you're Born on the 4th of July, and I still don't believe you're A Few Good Men. But we'll get into a few others, and I want to hear this bullshit that you have. There's some more bullshit. Okay. 1983, The Outsiders.
Okay, I can't remember. I mean, I remember him in The Outsiders.
Oh, he was too much of a self-loathing fucking outsider.
No. I remember him because his teeth weren't fixed. His teeth weren't fixed yet. It was an ensemble cast, so I can't specifically like point him out. He was a bit character. He wasn't.
Yeah. Literally everybody was more important than him.
I think you have to go to lead roles in order for this to.
So why did we say Rain Man? Because he was the best younger brother that hated his autistic older brother.
He was just too. He was too intense. He was just intense. He was too what do you call it? Like wound up. Like he was short fuse. The whole time he had anger management issues the entire time.
He had $1.2 million on the fucking line. I think you might be a little too wound up.
Okay, even like the whole driving the car to the end. No, you're not driving the car to the end of the driveway. You know, like he was just
Okay.
He was wound fucking tight the whole time.
Fair enough.
It worked because Dustin Hoffman was the character you were paying attention to. Again, I would say he was a co-star and not the lead in that movie.
Fair enough. Okay. Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, fuck me. Come on. Really?
the greatest overacting vampire of all time?
Go back and just look at everything about that movie. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to.
Oh, it's just it's the movie problem. It's not an acting problem.
But for him to be cast in that movie, it was a good role for him because it was like RuPaul designed the set and did the makeup. Yeah. He couldn't just be a vampire. He had to be the sexiest vampire that's ever fucking lived an immortal life.
Yeah, with that whack-ass strawberry blonde hair and shit. Yeah,
he was casted alongside Brad fucking Pitt. You sit here and say okay.
I'm just saying, there were if you're a vampire, you're the living dead, and all of a sudden you're you would be on the cover of People magazine. Fuck that. No. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, I'm not going to get into some of these. I'm not a big fan of Vanilla Sky, so I can't quite. Okay, Minority Report.
Okay, really? I've answered your own question with this one.
Yeah.
So he's the most moral. Okay, hold on. The whole movie, the premise of the movie is that they can see into the future and see if people are going to commit crimes before they happen, and he happens to see himself commit the crime and decides that it's now all of a sudden immoral for him to be held accountable for a crime he has not yet committed, and therefore he goes on a world-shattering. He literally tears the system apart from the inside to save his own ass, not the people he's been arresting for the last decade. Fuck you, move on.
Yeah, that was the softball.
All right, Valkyrie.
Oh, where he's the guy to kill Hitler? Yeah, not really stepping over the top there on that one.
He didn't succeed. He's not the greatest then.
That's a true story too, and I'd like to see the guy who that's based on, and I'm sure the intensity in that man's eyes matches Tom Cruise's.
Okay. Let's see here. Cocktail, Color of Money, Far and Away. Where he's not even Irish.
That's ever lived.
Yeah. Fucking unbelievable. You know what? Fuck this. I'm moving on.
Eyes Wide Shut. He gets involved in the most ludicrous secret society conspiracy that's ever existed.
Hey, that was a what's his face?
Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick. Later on, I can't think for myself. Stanley Kubrick flick. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna get into this shit with you, man. Fuck you.